called forces. We talked about that earlier, didn't we? Where did we see that word today?
Up there.
There we go. Okay. Forces is, it's going to be a book with facts about motion. Does everybody know what motion means?
Yes. It's like when a move.
Raise your hand if you know what motion means. William.
Means like when you're angry or sad or something.
You're thinking of the word emotion, which is a good answer. Emotions are your feelings, what you're feeling, and that's right. But this one is just motion. Kelly.
Motion means like when you're moving.
That's right. And not just when you move, but when other things move. And the forces are that's what makes things move. Because some things, you can't move things, some things don't move on their own. You have to push them, pull them, right?
Like a magnet.
Yeah, so.
Well, like magnets.
Yes, Luca.
What are those?
What is that called?
A pendulum.
A pendulum.
So, I was going to explain it, but
It swings. When this ball swings out, it comes back and it smacks this ball and it makes this ball move. And then this one swings out, and when it comes back, it smacks into this one and it makes this last one move. Smack. We'll have to see if we can maybe find a video of
I
it
will
later
look to
on.
see if that one
Yeah.
has a specific name for the one.
Dr. Harper, do you know what it is?
I was like one of the.
All I know is that it's a pendulum. I do not know what the vowels are called.
But it uses force. The force of this marble hitting this one.
Newton's cradle.
Newton's cradle, okay. This is called Newton's cradle. When this marble smacks into this one, it sends force through them and it makes this one swing out.
So like, does those two move?
No, the ones in the middle don't usually move. It's usually just the ones on the outside. The force travels through
Star
them.
Wars. The force isn't Star Wars. They use it with their hands.
I knew you were gonna say that. All right, I'm gonna read now, okay? Now listen, there are going to be questions through, hey guys, Luca. There's gonna be questions in the book, okay? When I get to the question, I'll let you know when it's time to answer, okay? When I look at you guys, you let me know the answer, all right? Forces. Wait, before I start. This is a book about, it has facts about motion. Is that a fiction or a nonfiction book? Do we know? Does anybody have an idea? James, what do you think?
I think it's like something real about it. I don't really know.
It's real. So, John, fiction? You think
No.
it's fiction? Luca?
Non-fiction.
Why do you think it's nonfiction?
Because it has real stuff inside.
That's right. This is a nonfiction book because it has facts, real facts inside of it. You remember when we read about Ricky the Rock that couldn't roll?
Yeah.
And he had to start at where? The top of the hill, like our hill over here. He started at the top, and he used that momentum to fall down the hill, right? He picks up motion as he rolls down the hill. He goes faster.
Ricky the Rock who couldn't roll, it's a fiction.
That's right. That one was a fiction book. This one is nonfiction. All right, ready? Hello, friends. It is recess time, and there's a lot going on. Take a look around and see what forces are going on around us. Can you tell if a force is a push or a pull? There's our teacher, Mr. Ramblin. He is helping Kyle on the swing. What force do you think he is using to help Kyle move on the swing?
Push.
You can tell me.
Push.
Push. Yes. We push to make the swing move. If you're not pushing the swing, does it move?
No. When it comes back, you have to pull it and push.
Kind of. You have to pull to get it started. Here is my friend Sammy climbing up our rope ladder. What force do you think she is using to help herself move up the ladder?
I know.
Climb.
Climb.
She is climbing, but what do you have? Is it pushing or pulling when you're
Pulling.
when you're going up?
Pulling.
Pulling. She is pulling herself up the ladder. Oh look, these friends are playing tug of war. Have you ever played?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you've
I
played tug of war
win
before.
every time.
All right.
I
There-
fell down.
There's a group of people on each end of the rope, and they try to get the other team to cross a line. What force do you think they are using to play the game?
I know. Pulling.
Pulling.
Pulling. You have to pull the rope.
So the other people fall. They will fall down.
And it makes the people on the other side, it makes them move, doesn't it? James and Ivy are enjoying recess together. James is helping Ivy get around the playground. How is James helping Ivy to move?
Push.
In a wheelchair.
Jam.
Push.
He's pushing. That's how you make the wheels roll on the wheelchair. Yes, Raven?
I have a sister named Ivy.
You do? That's a very pretty name. Well, it is time to line up now. Before we say goodbye, can you figure out what force I used to get down the slide?
Slide down.
He did slide down, but what do you have to do to make yourself move down the slide?
Be straight.
Scarlett.
Push.
Yes, you have to push yourself down the slide, don't you? Yeah, but I guess that's more of like a pull. You pull your
That's
feet.
kind of like this.
Yeah.
You go down. Like whenever you go down the waterfall, you have to push yourself like this.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a cable that you hang on and just slide down the slide.
Okay. That's right. I pushed myself down. Well, thanks for playing with me. I'll see you later. That was the end of our. It was a short book, wasn't it? Yes, J.O. All right. So we talked about the two forces. What two forces did we talk about?
Pushing and moving. Pushing and pulling.
Pushing and pulling. That's right, Raven. We talked about pushing and pulling. Those are two forces that make motion happen. Can anybody give me an example of something that you do in your day that requires a push or a pull? Libby,
When you go into that playground, you swing.
you do swing. That's right. Oliver. Okay, James.
When we go to the park and we swim.
That's right. Carter.
Like whenever you are climbing whenever you're going down the big slide on the back.
Okay, Luca. We talked about the slide and we talked about the swings. There's other equipment out there that we use that requires you to push or pull. Anybody else think of anything else on the playground that requires pushing or pulling besides the swing or the slide? John.
The rock wall. Can't see.
Rock wall. Lucy. Were you gonna say the rock wall? Yeah. Cohen. You have your hand raised?
No.
Okay. Okay. Scarlett. Okay.
What? I gave her out of the box because you think about things that you do on the playground, which that's what you're talking about. But when you brush your teeth, do you push your toothbrush and pull it back?
Yeah.
But you didn't think about that, did you?
When I vacuum at home, I have to push the vacuum and pull it back.
Ooh.
And that's how we make the vacuum move. And that's how it cleans. If I just hold it in one spot, it won't move and it won't clean anything. Or, well, I guess it'll clean that one spot. We have one really clean spot of carpet. But to make it move, I have to push it and pull it. And then also, I have another example on my shirt. When you ride a bicycle, how do you make the pedals move?
By pushing. By pedaling.
Yeah, but what do do you have to do with your feet to make the pedals?
Push it.
You push, that's right. You have to push the pedals down, don't you, to make it move? Okay, what else on the playground? And I can think of at least one other thing on the playground. Oliver. Monkey bars. That's a good one. I can think of another one. Who else can think? McKay?
You have to do this thing back and forth.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, what is
Jail?
that?
Okay, Oliver. Yeah, Hollis.
You pull on that playground on the two bars.
That's right. What about it's called the merry-go-round still, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I know it looks different. The merry-go-round. How do we make the merry-go-round move?
Push it.
You push it.
And run around.
Raven.
No, on the slide, you have to push yourself down.
Yeah, okay. Last one. Last one. John.
You have to push the basketball through the goal.
That's right. That's a good one. That's an excellent example. Okay, guys. Listen. We have another activity to do, which is why I'm not going to go around again, and the activity is going to be fun. Okay? Okay? So, Luca, baby, it's okay. All right? I know, but you got to have lots of chances, okay? You got to tell us lots of things. You don't have to be upset. Okay, guys. When I call you to your tables, I want you to go sit at your table. There is a bag in the middle of your table, okay? I do not want you to touch the bag until I tell you to, okay? Okay, everybody understand?
Yes.
Thumbs up if you understand.
Double.
Double thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to start calling people by my people who are following the rules on the carpet.
I see it because my feet are stuck.
Well, then I guess you can't join in with our activity. Oh. You gotta stop.